so I was like, I will just not, I will eat, but I'm not gonna, I did not want to starve y'all. I just love food too much, you know. So after that, I went to explore with my roommate. We just talked more about like our civilian lives and about our MOSs. Her MOS, I don't know on the top of the head. I'll probably leave it down. I know it's like fire, basically, which is pretty cool, you know. There was this one girl we met, she was infantry, and I was like, dang, what? I was like, oh, okay, girl, you go ahead. She was in the Marines though. I was like, I was like, yeah. So then after that, we just walked around. Then we went back into the place we had to meet up because we had to meet up. Everybody had to at 1900. So we just played, you know, Monopoly. I did not know how to play it. It was my first time. I was just like, this game is like weird. Don't judge. And then after that, we watched the video about MEPS, and the guy was just like, if you already watched this, then just leave. Basically, the MEPS video told us about, we'll be there, they'll look at our bodies and stuff, then we'll have to do a series of like, physical stuff, like the duck walk, this thing where you do that, and you move and stuff. That was, oh my gosh, that was interesting. But, majority of everybody left because most people were shipping out, so they were just like deuces, and it was... And then majority of guys were playing like Call of Duty, and they're just like, yeah, I can't wait. Most of the infantry guys were just like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing on a regular basis. And I was just like, okay, don't try to impress me, I don't care. And then after a while, I got tired, so I went up to my room, and I was just like, well, I'm not really sleepy, so I decided to, you know, work out some more. So I did that, and yeah, after I worked out and stuff, more people came, and then I was going to go to sleep because I was just like, I had to be up at 0400. So I decided to take a shower, and then I set my alarm for I just set my alarm for like 3:30 just to, you know, make sure I'm dressed, and then I had time to like, you know, wake up my roommate just in case she slept. Here's one thing, your roommate, you can't leave without them if you're trying to go to breakfast. I saw that one situation, make sure they're with you. We went to breakfast. Breakfast, they have more options. I just had like some yogurt and some fruit. Y'all, I was praying, man. I was just like, please let MEPS hurry up because I want to eat some real food. I was just starving so bad. So then after that, we all were in a long line just to get ready for the shuttle, of course. People who were shipping off first got in the line first, and then people who were doing physical and stuff were in the behind. Here's one thing we go to MEPS. First priority are people who are going to be shipped off, because they're spending that money on you. I mean, they're all spending money on everybody, but your first priority. You're about to be a soldier. You're about to do this real thing. Reception and basic training, y'all. So they're most important first. I'm not saying, don't call them, y'all, don't be firing me up in the comments either for this, but they're most important, you know. So anyways, yeah, so we got on the bus. It was super quiet, y'all. I was tired. I was not ready to be up this early, even though I couldn't sleep because I was still scared. But yeah. And then after that, we had to get in line again. So first, people being shipped out, y'all go over there. People who are taking their ASVAB, you go there. Now I was confused about this because I already took my ASVAB. I was just doing the verification and the physical. So when he said, who's taking their ASVAB, get in line over here, it was the sergeant who was saying that. And I was just like, look to my left, to my right. I was just like, the guy I came with, he was doing the verification and the physical too. So he was already in line, and then one of the sergeants from the recruiting station made sure we got there. Shout out Sergeant Harris. He was just like, get in line. I was like, girl, no, I was like, what? So I hurried up and I went over, and I kind of cut in front of my friend because he was just like, just get in front of me. The sergeant saw me, and he was just like, young lady, come over here. what are you doing? Go back in line. Did I say you can cut? But I was just like, it is too early for this. It was too early, y'all. I was just like, yes, sir. And I went back there. Then he just, and then so we had to go through this woman. We had to show our ID. And then I guess I didn't show her I guess I didn't give it to her politely like that. I just did like that. It was too tight, y'all. I'm used to having coffee. They said not to have coffee because you have to give blood. So I was just like, okay. She got mad. She was like, go to end the line. I was like, y'all don't know how close I wanted to just get an Uber and just go home and just call my recruiter and be like, hey, I'm sorry. I was getting irritated. But I made it through like a champ. We had to go to our Leon's office. Liange, whatever you call it. Each branch has their own. I went to the Army's one. We had to get our name tag. Make sure you do not lose that. You need that. You do not want to get yelled. Then we had to take our pictures and stuff, fingerprints and everything. And I did my ASVAB verification. Then I had to go to the real deal, the MEPS. Y'all, why do people at MEPS hate everybody? I don't understand. Like, so first I had to do the eye thing. Y'all, I was not doing it right, to be honest, because like when I had to look at the thing, I was using both eyes instead of one. I passed, but they were probably like, what is this girl? Because she got irritated with me. Because she was just like, this line, I was reading another line, and she was just like, young lady, can you understand? And I was just like, listen, it is 5 o'clock now. I don't need this. And then I went to the hearing test. I watched so many MEPS videos about the hearing test. So basically for me, I did the count where 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah. The MEPS guy was just like, you're just doing that. He was like, you need to listen. And it's so hard because you have other people who are in there too. You can hear their beeps. Then you kind of get paranoid and you're just like, which one is mine? So yeah, there's that. The giving blood part, I hate needles. Almost fainted for that. Then you have to pee in front of somebody for the blood and pregnancy test. No, not blood, sorry. For the pregnancy and drug test. Females, they do it for pregnant. Guys can't get pregnant, so. No, before all of that, I'm sorry, y'all. We had to do paperwork. Here is the most important thing. I know y'all recruiters tell you this, regardless of any branch. Whatever you put on that paperwork, make sure it is on that same paperwork. There was this guy who, he worked out too. Him and his friends were he was being shipped off. No, he wasn't being shipped off. JK. His friends were getting shipped off. He wasn't. He was just playing around. He was doing the physical. He was trying to grab this weight that obviously he was a super skinny guy and he couldn't carry that weight. He thought he pulled something or whatever. He was scared that he might get disqualified because he was scared of the duck walk. He ended up telling the lady, I think I broke something. He got disqualified right there on the spot. He looked like he was walking fine. He even said he was fine. He said he was just scared. Do not be scared of this duck walk or anything. And if something is seriously wrong with you, yes, you can tell them. You probably could get a waiver. But if nothing's really like if you know you can still live, just, I don't know. He just was not thinking, you know. I don't know if he's gonna like retry again, but if I was his recruiter, I would have been like, dude, you should have just called or texted me. We're not telling you to lie. I'm just trying to tell you, like, talk to your recruiter. Your recruiter knows knows everything. They're here to help you through that process. And this young man just got disqualified. He wasn't even there for like an hour. So I don't know. Then this other girl, I guess her recruiter photo, no, I guess he did or something. And it was 2 different things. Like all her paperwork is different from the one that she submitted or something. And then she was just like, oh, I was just like, girl, oh my gosh. I was like, y'all just dropping like flies. Like, can y'all just stick to one thing? But yeah, make sure, like, if you, I don't know, I'm not telling you to lie, but like, if you are okay to run, to climb on stuff, you're healthy. You know, Now, if you had some heart condition or something, you know you shouldn't be, like, just don't. But yeah, okay. But yeah, that's just one thing I want to tell y'all, because I did see that, because before we had to do all the, like, eye exams and stuff, we had to go to that thing and fill out our, if we have asthma, if we had tickets, if you had a felony or something, you know. So be truthful, you know, everything can consist of a waiver, so don't freak out. Okay, and then after all that, we had to do the pee cup thing. The funny thing was, the guys that were like in the classroom with me, they had to pee so bad, and the MEPS people kept like walking past us. We were sitting in that classroom for about 30 minutes. I kid you not. I was so tired. I put down my head. So anyway, this MEPS lady was just like, girl, I will send you home just like that. I was just like, I was just tired. I was just putting my head down. I was not sleeping, just putting my head down. That was what I knew. The real thing, what MEPS was. And I was like, not today. Not today. So anyways, just make sure you're awake that whole time, okay? I do not deal with rude people, but for the sake of MEPS, I just let it slide. I just let it slide, y'all. Just let it slide, because I would have been like, ma'am, goodbye. But I was just like, I'm trying to make the R&B my career. So it was just like, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So just say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and keep it going. Just do it like that. Anyways, for the pee part, I wasn't really that phased. I had to. My bladder's something else. I can pee just like whenever, so I was okay with that. And you know, I passed all of them. I was trying to read my paperwork, but I was confused on what the pluses and minuses meant, so I was just like, I'm not even going to. Then comes the interesting part. So then I got put with, I separated from my group, so girls were with a different group, guys were with a different group. The girls, we were kind of, because like people took the ASVAB, we had to wait on them, so the guys, I passed her because majority of the people were taking the ASVAB were female. So this is where the interesting part was. Me and some other girls, I think there was like 10. 2 of us were Army, the rest were Air Force. No Navy, no Marines. So about 3 of the girls almost got disqualified because they did not wear the right underwear. Now, some of you are like, oh, we had a question about that. Do not bring sports bras, you will get disqualified. Just wear a regular bra. I just wore like a Victoria's Secret bra. It was black. I was good. I had some gray board shorts that I bought like 3 days. You know, I'm not telling you, oh, go out to bra. Every time Victoria's Secret has a sale like December 28th, I always go. Well, I don't always go, but I haven't shopped there in a while, so it's just like, might as well. I bought me some boy shorts. Yes, you can wear boy shorts. Anything, you can wear anything as long as, well, you can't wear anything. You can wear granny panties or regular panties as long as your butt cheeks aren't showing. For guys, I think it's box, you have to wear briefs, I think. So yeah, they wore thongs, and I'm just like, why would you wear a thong if you, I didn't understand. And they were Air Force girls, and they were like, they never met the recruiter or anything. I've heard that, like, for the Air Force recruiters, they only have like 1 recruiter to each station. I don't know, let me know in the comments if that's true. When I heard, because I know one of my recruiters just like, you can submit an application online for Air Force and they send you a packet. And I was like, oh, how are we supposed to know all this stuff? So unless they didn't know, they almost got disqualified, but they gave you underwear. One girl almost cried, and I was like, girl, you should have done your research. Like, I don't do anything unless I know my research. So, I mean, a recruiter is there to help assist, but unless you know people it's in the branch that you are in, you need to do your research. Like, research is key, y'all. We have the internet, we have YouTube, we have family members if they, you know. So yeah, and then we did the little physical things. We did the duck walk, oh my gosh. And again, they were scared of that. They thought we were gonna have to do a mile of duck walk. I'm just like, girl, no. You just do 5 or 7 steps in, 5 or 7 steps back. You're good. There was this one girl, she almost got disqualified. She didn't know how to do any of that stuff. I was like, was like, girl, which I was kind of happy because they don't really call you by your name. They call you by number 1, number 2. I was number 3. I kind of messed up for 2 things other than like the one where you have to bring your leg like that and you have to have it like flat like this. I used to like be in on drill team, so like my feet when I do kick it up, it's used to being pointed because, you know, dance and stuff. No, she was just like flat, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I decided not to think about anything, and I finally did it. But she wasn't like worried about me. She was worried about this girl at the end. So I was just like, thank you. And I was the last to do the duck walk too, and she kind of worried more about the other girl. So I was like, but I mean, I practiced the duck walk so many times, and I went over with my recruiters, so you know. Yeah, and then they weigh you. That's how I learned I was 5'1.5". They went up to 5'2" for my height, and I was good in my weight. There was one girl who she had to get taped because she failed her weight and her weight thing. Okay, so here's the one part. Majority of the girls were Air Force. Different branches of the military are going to be more lenient to the height and weight standards. That's just a disclaimer for everybody. Like, they're all different, you know? So there it is. I know the Air Force is more selective in their people, so because so many people want to join and stuff, so they're more selective, basically, is what I've been told. Anyways, yeah, so basically out of everybody who went there, I think the girl who got taped, I'm not sure or not, because she had to stay behind. I'm hoping, if you're watching this, girl, I hope you passed, because you were really sweet and stuff. She was still in high school. She was about to graduate, so I just hope she was doing reserves. The other girl, she had to stay. She was still doing the duck walk and stuff, how we were like in our forms and stuff. And y'all, I was so happy because she was just like, ease out, and I was like, yes. And she was just like, you passed, and I was like, thank the Lord. So I got my stamp validated and stuff. I went to go give it to the people at the front desk, and I got to have that lunch because I knew as soon as you had that lunch, you were good, okay to go. That lunch was gross. I'm sorry. I was hungry, y'all, but I was not hungry enough to eat that lunch. The lunch comes with the sandwich. It had too much meat on it. I was like, yeah, no. And I don't eat white bread. I eat wheat, so call me picky, but I don't have too much meat. It came with some Pringles. I was nervous, y'all, so I didn't really eat. I just ate the apple and drank the water because I was scared. Because I was I don't know why I was scared. I was just scared. And so, anyways, I talked to because like I didn't about my transcripts. My high school, but my recruiter ended up finding it and he put it on file and stuff, and I was just so happy because I was scared I was gonna get swearing that day. I went to go to my Leon's. I said it right this time. I did my paperwork and stuff. I did my contract. I'm doing 4 years. But here's something, y'all. Everybody's required to June 8th. So the 4 years I'm doing active, another 4 I'm going to do reserve. So if there's like war or something, I have to, like, there's no have to. They gonna send me wherever they want me to. So yeah, but I'm trying to make the military career because I want to be like a drill sergeant and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm gonna keep releasing, you know. I think for different MOSs, I know I had a friend that was a 68 whiskey, and her contract is 6. And I was just like, I want to do 6, but 4 years is pretty good, and I can re-enlist and get that re-enlistment bonus. So y'all know, change hand. Yeah. So anything. Yeah, I just signed paperwork, did the fingerprints again, and I just chilled to my shuttle that I came here. And I got to swear in by saying, right hand, I, blah, 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 do solemnly swear to take orders from the commander-in-chief, you know, so all that good stuff. I did not have family there. I did not tell mom I joined the army. I'm going to do a separate video on why I chose army. But yeah, after that, they gave me like the backpack. I'm going to show y'all. Okay, it's this. They gave me this. I had like my paperwork and stuff. So I'm coming in as an E3 because I'm a junior in college. I know if you have 48 hours or more, you're an E3, bachelor's E4, 24 credits, E2, and if you just don't have any, if you have your GED or you just graduated from high school, you're a fuzzy, aka E1. I'm learning my chain of command, so I know E1 is a fuzzy, which is a fuzzy. E2, private. I know I'm like a PFC because I'm an E3 and then E4 specialist. So yeah, that E3 pay. But yeah, so that's my experience. I'm sorry if this might be long or boring or whatever. I just wanted to tell y'all about my experience. For anybody who's thinking about the military, I would definitely go for it. It is an opportunity that you cannot pass because you get to basically be paid and trained to travel the world and meet incredible people. I am not, well, I'm enlisted, but I'm not in it yet. I still have to wait for my BCT, which is coming up soon. I have till July, and then I'm going off to BCT. I'm so excited. I had friends who have joined. I come from a military family. My dad, my stepdad, uncles, grandpa was all in the military, all different branches. They said it changed them for the better. I'm hoping that will do the same for me, and I get to also fight for my country. So, and if you liked my video, this is my first video ever, please like and subscribe, and I will have definitely more on my military experience throughout the years. Thank you. Bye.